Good afternoon and welcome back to Zions Bank Stadium for the fourth game in our quadruple header, the 2A and 3A semifinals. The championships will be Saturday at America First Field. Three teams have already punched their tickets. And in this 3A semifinal, which will be a rematch, the third time Carbon and Manti have met this season, they'll be playing for a spot in the final versus the Ogden Tigers, who won the semifinal just before this 7-1 over Grantsville. And we are underway with the whistle from our referee, Ryan Hoyt. And here we go, Carbon and Manti. And we got an opportunity on a counter right here. It could be an opportunity for an early goal. The keeper out, covers up. Nearly had a goal in the opening 30 seconds as Carbon goes surging forward. In this game, well, the first minute's an indication we're going end to end. Finley Mickelson racing forward there, dispossessed. Now we got a foul and we got a free kick. Just outside the area. Mickelson has that blocked. Manti maintaining possession. There's a ball in to Mickelson, trying to bring that down. Rasmussen to Bridges, through and a shot and just wide as Manti. In the opening minute and a half, both teams creating chances. Manti gets a shot there from McKenzie Chittister, but it goes wide, so we remain scoreless, although both teams with great opportunities right out of the gate. These two teams met twice in the regular season as they squared off in Region 13. Carbon won 2-1 at Manti September 9th. And then Carbon won 3-1 at home September 25th. They meet a third time here in late October for a berth in the state championship game. Bridges somehow staying on that ball and optimistically taking a shot there. She's limping now. That ball goes well wide. And a goal kick for Carbon. And the throw-in given to Carbon. See if this game settles down a little bit or if it's just going to be end-to-end. And linesman indicating the throw-in for Manti. Manti's goalkeeper, A.J. Robbins, the junior, already coming up big in the opening seconds of this match. These two teams finished 1-2 in Region 13, so they get the rematch and meet the third time. Had a Region 12 rematch with Ogden defeating Grantsville. The region champs from Ogden advancing to the state title 7-1. Carbon won the region, perfect 8-0. And Manti second with a 6-2 mark, just those two losses head-to-head I mentioned. And here comes Manti surging forward again. Good pressure in the midfield. Rasmussen with an aggressive challenge, and the ball falls to Chloe Olson. Olson to Rasmussen. Rasmussen ahead to Chittister in traffic. And Carbon with a chance to attack up that right side. They'll play it over the top, try to get in behind. And they do. Coming over, getting a touch. Tari Pressett, the senior, and then Malia Smith clears it out. Good tag team defending right there along the back line. Blue skies and bright sunshine for this. We do have cool temperatures and a lot of wind. The players ought to be able to run forever on the turf here. We got a strong wind moving from north to south, right to left across your screen. So Carbon with the wind at their back here in the first half. Manti going into the wind. But Manti keeping the ball on the deck here. Connecting a couple of passes. Moving the ball across midfield. Taylor Mickelson for Chloe Olson. Olson to Madeline Bridges. Bridges trying to connect. Just too many black jerseys there. Carbon in the black and the blue. Manti in the red and the white. Malia Smith, the sophomore, floats that one into the area on one hop right to A.J. Robbins. So an eventful 5 minutes. Forget the nerves, forget settling down. Let's go. Both teams coming out with that aggressive attitude here. Good bit of defending right there by Lydia Lancaster to win that ball and play it back to her keeper. Manti winning it back. Bridges will have a go off the bar. Carbon clears but held in. Rasmussen for Bridges, they don't quite connect, and here comes Carbon. That is Blythe Bradford, and the junior up the line and loses the ball, and it's a throw-in for Manti. Going to have to hurry back. Manti being aggressive. Second ball to Carbon. Nothing subtle about that. Bailey Johnson trying to play direct right there after she won that ball. That was a good battle in the midfield.
In for Carbon, number 4, Sarah Nelson.
First substitution.
She's replacing Chrissy Jones.
Sarah Nelson in for Chrissy Jones, an early substitution. Little end-to-end action. See multiple players on both these teams breathing hard early on. Forget the simple possession. These teams are playing direct and going up and down the field. First corner of the match here for Manti. Into the area, but a little under hit. And Carbon able to clear. Manti trying to hold it in, and they eventually do. Rasmussen and Olsen combining. Chittister send it central. There's a shot, but one hop. Good work by the goalkeeper, shuffling to her right. Ball played into space for Bradford. Good idea. A little too aggressive as Malia Smith sends that down the line. But Manti the throw-in. Carbon presses up, tries to win it back. Couple of deflections, and they do. The pressure pays off. But quickly one back in the middle of the field. Good work by Hattie Rasmussen to win that. Rasmussen ahead to Bridges. Bridges across midfield for Olsen. Chloe Olsen. Good ball up the right channel. Taylor Mickelson sends it towards this penalty spot. Deflected. It's loose and a big collision. Call for a foul, none given. This game is getting more and more physical by the moment. Both goalkeepers already tested. A.J. Robbins, Maddie Barlow coming up big. Ball dumped in there, but that curves well wide. Lydia Glancaster sprays that a little bit, and a goal kick for A.J. Robbins. Tested in the opening minute. Now we're 11 minutes in, and a substitution for Manti. Fresh legs. Hannah Norton, the junior, comes on. Comes over to the near side. Replacing Allison Anderson.
Replacing Chloe Olsen.
Or Chloe Olsen. Here comes Manti forward. Annalyn Dewey. Dewey bumped down, physical challenge. Ref gave it a good look, turns and goes the other way. Held in, shot from distance over the bar. Madeline Bridges hit that with some real pace, but it soars over the bar. Does look like the wind is dying down a little bit now. As this match started almost 12 minutes ago now, the flags were stretched out. They're fluttering a little bit, but Lancaster up the line for Bradford. And a throw in for Manti. One of these teams will play Ogden in the state final. Now, Manti did face Ogden back in August. Ogden won 5-0. Carbon and Ogden have not met this year. Final coming up Saturday, America First Field. Real Salt Lake and the Utah Royals lending their facilities here. The semifinals all here at Zions Bank Stadium on the turf. And then the championship games at America First Field with 5 classes of soccer. The 5 championship games will be played as we have a long throw off the flip. Triple header tomorrow for classes 4A, 5A, and 6A, and a doubleheader on Saturday for 2A and 3A. Foul given at the top of the box. Free kick opportunity now. Questions here for Carbon defensively. Do they think Taylor Mickelson is going to go for a goal or clip a ball into the back post? They're setting up a 4-player wall to protect the near post. The keeper, Mandy Barlow, slides over to protect the far post. I think there's a chance here for Mickelson to bend the ball around the wall and to the near post. Let's see if she gives it a shot. Into the wall, heavy deflection, and a corner coming. To the top of the 18, taking a big hop, and Carbon able to clear. Held in 40 yards from goal by Manti. Leslie Morales dumps it into the box, but nobody making a run to get on the end of that. And Barlow on one hop to midfield. Morales holds it in, but sends it up the line and into her team's bench. Nate Bridges, the coach, standing along the far side, leading Manti, arms folded, the red cap on. Carbon led by co-head coaches Cynthia Lancaster and Amber Smith in their 13th year at Carbon. trying to win the school's first state girls soccer title. In a scoreless semifinal here, almost 15 minutes into this one. Oh, good work cutting back inside by Tanner. Carly Tanner tangled up, down she goes. Carbon appealing, the bench appealing for a foul, not given. Amber Smith up waving her arms, but to no avail. Out comes the keeper, and a last-second challenge there by Enel Dewey, but Barlow able to clear it to midfield. Carbon into possession. Good idea to switch the point of attack. Through ball coming. That is difficult. I love the aggressive thought, but you got 2 forwards and 5 defenders. The odds are against you. I think Manti has to defend with numbers because early on, I've seen a couple examples here where when it comes to speed, it's going to be a 35-yard sprint. Looks like Carbon has more speed than Manti's back line to match up with. But Manti's midfield doing a good job of winning 50-50 challenges with some physical play. And they win it again here. Addie Rasmussen, that midfield roll. That ball just behind Mackenzie Chittister. Chittister, heavy deflection, kept in. That ball looked like it went right over the flag. They're going to award the corner. So another corner to Manti, second of the match.
Onto the pitch for the Templars, number 17, Jackenzie Strong.
Jackenzie Strong substituting in for Manti, the junior, will replace Mackenzie Chittister, who's had an active opening 16 minutes here. Second corner, another right-footed outswinger. The last one went to the top of the penalty box. This goes right to the spot, and an unmarked header, but popping it up. Strong sends it wide. That was a pretty good opportunity right there.
Back in for Manti, number 20, Chloe Olson.
Chloe Olson returns to action for Manti. Quick breather, a few directions. Lancaster playing out of the back, ahead to Jones. Jones up the line. And that's out for a Manti throw. Mickelson. Ahead to Strong. Strong dispossessed. Strong blocks it out. Throw into Carbon. Strong keeps that in. Poked away. Manti throw. Good ball centrally there from Strong to find Rasmussen. Addie Rasmussen sends it in central. Carbon able to clear it away. Bowman sends it over to the far side. And a Manti throw. And have another substitution for Carbon here quickly. It's like Annie Rasmussen, a freshman, ready to come on. Oh, excuse me. That's Kenzie Morgan, who's a senior, ready to come on. And another free kick given. And another spot where Manti can go for goal or clip a ball to the back post. Carbon setting up another wall, just 2 players. And now they can set up a 4-player wall just inside the area. Manti's Addie Rasmussen will take this free kick. Keeper staring into the sun. There's a ball to the post. Nope, it's wide. Rasmussen can't put it on frame. That was a very difficult angle for Maddie Barlow. You can see the hand up, looking directly. You can tell from the angle of the shadow, she was looking directly into the sun.
Number 15 returning to the pitch is Kenzie Morgan.
Kenzie Morgan, who started, is back in after being substituted off briefly. Placing Bailey Johnson. Oh, good read, and that ball deflected into the area. Carbon's going to have to clean this up, and they'll give away the throw-in, but given where that ball was, willingly so. Chloe Olson doing a good job deflecting that and deflecting it right back into her path inside the 18. Past the 20-minute mark, midway through the first half, we're scoreless. State 3A girls semifinal. Winner of this game advances to America First Field Saturday to face the top seed Ogden. This is the 2 seed Carbon and the 3 seed Manti, as expected, meeting in the semifinals. Some people love numbers, some don't. Some love the analytics, some don't, but the analytics giving us a really good read on the girls 3A state tournament. Top 4 teams, the top 4 seeds, all advancing to the semifinal as expected. And in the first semi, the 1 seed Ogden beat the 4 seed Grantsville 7-1. These 2 teams played 2 close regular season games, and we are scoreless here midway through the first half of the state semifinal. Manti, the 3 seed, rolled in with an opening round win.
Now in for Manti,
blowing out Emory,
Madeline Bridges.
And then a 3-1 win over Richfield. 14-0 and 3-1. Carbon 12-0 over Providence Hall, and then 1-0 over Logan in a squeaker. 10th seeded Logan getting the first round upset, and in the quarterfinals, a strong performance against Carbon, but unable to come up with a goal, and Carbon advances in search of their first girls soccer state title in school history. Girls soccer becoming a recognized varsity sport in the 90s. There's a ball into the area and the keeper out to cover up. These fan bases are fired up. A.J. Robbins, the goalkeeper, come off her line and covering up and maybe getting kicked a little bit there, but hanging on to the ball. Girls soccer first recognized in the 90s, and as the years have gone along, some of the smaller schools with smaller student bodies beginning to play, and more classifications crowning champions. Still no champion in Class 1A, but 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, all crowning champions here. It'll be a 4A, 5A, 6A triple header at America First Field tomorrow. With the 4A game between Ridgeline and Snow Canyon, Ridgeline the 1 seed, Snow Canyon the 3, will kick off at 11 a.m. At 2 p.m., the 5A title game, 2 seed Olympus and 8 seeded Bountiful. Bountiful the Cinderella in these finals. And then the 6A title game Friday at 5 o'clock, number 1 Lone Peak, number 2 Syracuse, as expected. The triple header Friday for the bigger schools, and the doubleheader Saturday for the 2A and 3A schools. Another foul given in midfield. Now the wind has picked up again. The flags are stretched out as they were when the game started. They quieted down about 10 minutes ago. But something to keep in mind here, because Carbon definitely has a leg to put this ball into the 18-yard box with the wind at their back. Looks like Emma Bowman, the senior for Carbon, is going to put the ball right on the front of the center circle. Sure enough, lifting that ball to the penalty spot. One hop, big hop, and A.J. Robbins grabs it over her head. Little more aggressive run there by really any Carbon player along that line of contention. Just inside the 18. They might have been able to redirect that. That might have been a tough save for Robbins, but ball goes untouched directly to her. Here comes Carbon again. There's a ball slotted through. One touch into the area, and Robbins with another save. A.J. Robbins coming up big for Manti. Manti with an opportunity here. Carbon able to get some numbers behind the ball. But the threat isn't over yet. And sent right into the keeper, Maddie Barlow. That was Annalyn Dewey doing the heavy lifting down the left side for Manti. Off the set piece, she flips back over to the right side now. And if they can find her, she had some space. Instead, going all the way to goal and taking the shot is Madeline Bridges. And she had it on frame just inside the post. But again, good goalkeeping from Barlow. We've seen her twice now. Shuffle her feet, get her whole body behind the ball. Make no doubt about her ability to make the save. Here comes Carbon flying forward. Smith well wide of goal with that. Now a double substitution. Andrea Swayze coming on, along with Bailey Johnson.
Number 16.
Coming off for Carbon,
Andrea Swayze.
Sarah Nelson.
And number 28, Bailey Johnson.
And Chrissy Jones. Scoreless game. We've played almost 26 minutes, just about 14 minutes left in the half. End-to-end action, but no goals yet. Both goalkeepers doing good work. Manti's A.J. Robbins has probably faced the stiffer tests. But Manti's done enough to be dangerous, and Barlow's made a couple of saves. Chittister taking the ball out wide. Manti probably well served to change the point of attack if they can. Carbon defending with numbers on the far side. Here's a ball down the left side for Chittister. She'll keep it in, but a heavy touch, she gives it away. Blocks that, but Emma Bowman sends the ball 40 yards upfield. Held in by Rasmussen, who then gives it away. Big switch was a good idea, underhit it a little bit. Good ball there. She cuts that ball out and finds Chloe Olson. Olson out wide for Dewey. Dewey, 50-50 challenge, comes back to clean the ball. Bridges for Dewey. And a Carbon throw in. Good turn by Chloe Olson. Lays the ball up for Chittister, poked away. Heavy challenge there at the top of the area. Shot from distance. Bridges really couldn't get that off. Block out towards midfield, held in briefly by Carrie Rasmussen. Hattie Rasmussen goes to ground. Manti maintains possession thanks to Madeline Bridges. Out wide for Annalyn Dewey. Dewey to the end line. Dewey tries to chop it back, gets it deflected away, and here comes Carbon. Heavy challenge there by Naomi Smith, the freshman. Anderson out wide for Bradford. Bradford taking the space to midfield. Bradford has it poked away by Annalyn Dewey. Bradford regains possession. Good ball down the line. Good idea. Malia Smith couldn't bring it down, but that goes out very close to the corner flag, and Carbon's going to push up, defend with numbers, and try to win this ball back. High pressure coming from Carbon. Carrie Rasmussen's going to be subbed off.
Coming in for Manti.
Taylor Johnson, the senior, coming on for Manti. And she'll handle the Templars throw in here. Hattie Rasmussen making her presence felt in the midfield again, ahead to Taylor Mickelson dispossessed, 50-50 ball. And Mickelson's going to win it back. And then has it taken away by Naomi Smith. And that'll be a throw-in at midfield for Carbon and a double substitution. Sarah Nelson returns to the game along with Terry Pressett. Naomi Smith coming off.
Sarah Nelson. And number 8, Terry
along with
Pressett.
Andrea Swayze. Long throw-in for Carbon. Well taken right there by Pressett, who just came on. Manti into possession. Morales. For Chittister. More than 30 minutes gone, less than 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Still scoreless, Carbon and Manti. Both teams looking for the opening goal. Both teams have been dangerous. Both goalkeepers have made the saves that have needed to be made. Mickelson on the ball, plays it out wide for Chittister into the area. Cox has it poked away. Send it in, head it out. Chipped in the air, headed again. Carbon still trying to clear it. Oh, they let it fall, and it rolls just wide. Opportunistically, Taylor Mickelson, when this ball finally settles, gets the shot off. And I think that corner was open if she tucks it right inside the post, pass it into the back of the net, but it rolls just wide. And a foul given. Good positioning right there for Carbon. By Sarah Nelson. Nelson back on the ball. Press it, has it poked away by Chloe Olsen. Carbon maintains possession. Olsen gets another deflection. And Olsen gets another deflection. Impossible for Carbon to string passes together and build any rhythm. With Chloe Olsen popping up everywhere. Here comes Carbon forward. Press it into the area. A lot of white jerseys there, a lot of white shirts. And it's Jimenez that comes away with the ball up the line and out. Good call, Chloe Olsen arriving just a step late. Nelson sends it in towards the spot. Manti trying to clear it, blocked, held in. And finally cleared by the Templars. Good hold-up play by Mickelson. Mickelson into the center circle, right idea, unable to connect though. Bridges and Olsen unable to come to the ball, and Carbon will build up this left side again, and the ball takes a little bit of a hop. And Pressett can't keep it in. Good work defensively by Nelson to win the ball. And there's a through ball, flag staying down, keeper out. Good read by A.G. Robbins to cover that up. Looked like a chance for Carbon to get in behind right there. It was Bailey Johnson making that run. And Bailey's back on the ball right now. Bailey turns. Little space. She'll have a go. One hop right at the keeper. That was 25 yards, maybe 25 yards plus. Again, the through ball, but nobody making a run in that area. As Prescott set that ball up the left channel, but overhit and out for a goal kick.
Now in for Manti, number 17, Jackenzie Strong.
Substitution for Manti, Jackenzie Strong. The junior comes on. Hattie Rasmussen leaves. Hattie Rasmussen, a major force in the midfield, winning a lot of balls for Manti here in this scoreless first half. Almost 35 minutes gone. Halftime a little more than 5 minutes away. Manti trying to clear that ball, but it's held in. It's Nelson. They play it back to Nelson. Nelson into space, but nobody making a run. Carly Tanner steps up, booms it out towards midfield, dump back in. Ball pinging around. And it's Leslie Morales who established possession up toward midfield to play it back to Madison Cox. Carly Tanner clears it across midfield and gives it back to Carbon. Good step there, but Emma Bowman unable to win that ball. Another substitution for Carbon here momentarily. Naomi Smith, the freshman, coming back on. Fresh legs as this game goes end to end.
Number 21, Naomi Smith.
Prescott comes off. Manti into possession. Strong playing the ball centrally. Now Mickelson down the line for Chittister. And Carbon able to clear it. And lose it into the bench for a Manti throw. 3.5 minutes left in a scoreless first half. And after a quick break, Hattie Rasmussen is right back in as a sub, replacing Madison Cox.
Carbon, it's your game. Let's go.
Good idea with that ball, but a good step there by Taylor Johnson to clear that ball across midfield. And an excellent read right there by Maggie Truman to cut that ball out. Of course, Rasmussen wins it back and plays it out wide for Chloe Olson. A little flick on right there by Smith. Quick throw in by Malia Smith to Naomi Smith. And a foul given, another set piece opportunity for Carbon. Or are they going to take it and go quick? I thought they might. Stealing a few yards there, a little optimistic on the spot. This ball now 35 plus yards out. With the angle, it might be closer to 40. Carbon's Malia Smith, the sophomore, standing over this. To the top of the 18. Brought down by Morales and now sent well over the bar. Less than 2 minutes to go in the half. Still looking for the opening goal. A physical, hotly contested semifinal here between two region rivals. Carbon won the 2 regular season matchups. Manti trying to break through and win the most important, the 3rd matchup here in the state semis. Bridges on the ball for Manti. Bridges down the left side. Bridges with a strong run, needs a little support. Only has 2 players going forward with her, has it poked away. Chittister sends it into the area. Taylor Mickelson back to Chittister. 1v2. Manti holding it in. Oh, and a physical challenge. Multiple players down. Carbon breaking the other way. They don't really have the numbers. It's 3v6. And sure enough, Manti wins that ball. And Strong pings it out wide for Chloe Olson. Olson, good ball through. The flag is down. Heavy touch. Out comes the keeper. And covering up, Manti Barlow with a good decision again. Kennedy Mickelson probably wishes he just didn't take quite such a big touch there. Carbon banging it over the top. We're into the final 30 seconds of the first half. And another foul given, another set piece opportunity. If I were Carbon, I wouldn't take this too quickly. Get multiple players forward into the 18, send it in there. Clock stopped with 24 seconds left. Clock running again. So ball lofted up, and again, no one making a run. Bobbled the top, late runs there. That's twice we've seen free kicks take a bounce untouched inside the penalty spot close to the top of the 6. Both cases, A.J. Robbins has stayed on her line and gotten the big hop.
2-1-0.
And the clock hits 0. That is the end of the first half.
And the score.
A very competitive end-to-end first half. Plenty of physical challenge between these two rivals, but no goals. Both keepers coming off their line and coming up big when they needed to. Both teams with set piece opportunities, nobody able to convert. So we go to the half with a scoreless game. We will take a break. You are watching Girls 3A State Semifinal Soccer Action, brought to you by UCCU. Love where you bank. You are watching on KSLSports.com and Centricom and Team Hive. Welcome back to Zions Bank Stadium. Highlights from the first half. Opening 30 seconds on the counter. Manti's goalkeeper A.J. Robbins tested. And a minute later, it was Carbon, and then they just went end to end. Both teams creating opportunities. That one hit the bar, probably the best chance of the half. But aside from the one hitting the bar, the keeper's up to every challenge, regardless of how physical, and there were plenty of collisions, plenty of players hitting the ground. This free kick opportunity by Taylor Mickelson blocked out for a corner. Probably a missed opportunity on that header right there. There were plenty of set pieces for Manti. Couldn't put a couple of them on frame. Carbon looking to play direct and play in behind. But A.J. Robbins, aggressive off her line, dealing with a lot of challenges, and also picking the right time to stay put and get the big hop. Good save right there by A.J. Robbins, the junior goalkeeper for Manti. Ready for the second half now after a scoreless first half. Who is going to punch their ticket and go to the state championship game to face Ogden? There's the whistle from Ryan Hoyt, the referee, and we are underway in the second half. Carbon in black, moving left to right, going into the wind towards the south goal. Manti in the white and red, moving right to left, going with the wind at their back towards that south goal. Good step there by Manti's Lottie Jimenez. And now across midfield. Madison Cox dispossessed, and Carbon will play it out and give up the throw-in. Carbon has never won a girls' state soccer title. Knocked out in the quarters by Morgan, the eventual state champs, 5-0 last year. And again, excellent work coming off her line there by Manti Barlow. Carbon beaten 5-0 in the quarters last year by Morgan. Ogden beat Manti 3-0 in the semis. And now Manti and Carbon meet here in the semis for the third time this year after Carbon won both regular season games. So we got a rolled ankle and a player down in a giveaway, and Manti's headed the other way. Nelson Morales into the area. And a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge there. Daly Mickelson got just enough of the ball to send it on frame, but with no real pace. And bump in the box there. Not enough. Now behind the scenes, we got the trainer out on the field. The clock stopped. That was Carbon's Naomi Smith. I think she stepped on the ball, and she gets up hobbling, turning her ankle. She is subbed out.
Number 6, Lydia Lancaster.
Lydia Lancaster, the junior, in for Carbon. Manti winning that challenge at midfield, and here come the Templars forward. Sliding a ball through for Cox. Cox pushes it out wide. Chloe Olsen. Square ball into the area. Her service sent back out. Olsen tracks it down. Olsen around one defender, sends it into the area. Knocked back out, collected by Madison Cox. Cox lays it off. Rasmussen back to Cox. Cox slots it through for Mickelson, closed down by multiple defenders. Out to Rasmussen, the shot saved. Good idea. The top 2 feet of the goal really can't be defended by these goalkeepers. Sometimes you just got to be tall enough. And it is tough in high school soccer to find goalkeepers tall enough to defend the top of that goal. This game picking right up where it left off. Tons of intensity, physical shoulder-to-shoulder challenges again and again. These two teams really going at it. Carbon playing direct. Bradford to the end line, and it is out, and it is a goal kick for Carbon. I would be tempted to play a short corner towards the top of the 18-yard box. Look at the shadows. Make the keeper stare straight into the sun. You want to take a shot just to the left of where the referee is, I think. And Manti's waiting for that short corner as they send a defender out there. It looks like Allison Anderson. Gonna lift that ball towards the penalty spot. It goes through untouched to the top of the 18. Popped up into the area. Montes A.J. Robbins is there. Maddie Barlow and A.J. Robbins both turning in strong performances to keep this game scoreless early in the second half. All the way to the end line and out for a goal kick. Both these teams had difficult games in the quarterfinals. Both teams had blowouts in the round of 16. Manti scoring 14 times, knocking Emory out in the round of 16, but Manti with a 3-1 win over Richfield in the quarters. Carbon with a 12-0 win over Providence Hall, and then beat Logan, the 10 seed, 1-0 in the quarterfinals. So they both felt a little bit of pressure in the quarters, and now a scoreless game here in the semis in the second half. And that ball out for a throw. Good effort right there by Carbon Sarah Nelson, trying to keep that in, just dump it in towards the goalkeeper and seeing if something good would happen. Cleared away by Jimenez across midfield, and here's Manti trying to get some numbers forward. Addie Rasmussen on the ball, sends it out wide. Here's Chloe Olsen. Olsen's service gets through, shot just wide. That shot found its way through multiple players, and Chittister sends it just past the post. Didn't look like it missed by much. Throw into Manti. The flip and the long throw. Headed into the area. Mickelson banging into people. Carbon ultimately able to clear it out. Chipped into the area. And Manti trying to clear it. Held in by Sarah Nelson. Nelson to the corner flag. Madison Cox, 1v2, dispossessed. Chrissy Jones getting a piece of that. Carbon's high pressure paying off. Or, excuse me, Manti's high pressure paying off as Carbon's struggling to clear the zone. There's another ball sent in. Carbon clears it. Again held in by Manti. But out for a goal kick.
Returning for the Dinos, number 21, Naomi Smith.
Carbon's Naomi Smith subs back into the game. Carbon trying to play out of the back. Manti wins the ball. Here's an opportunity. Got two defenders over there to close down Mickelson. But Carbon unable to completely clear their lines here. Manti's holding everything in 35, 40 yards from goal. That ball cut out. Now they need some help holding that ball up high. Addie Lee sends it back in. Lee can't settle that bouncing ball initially. Now dispossessed. And a foul. And the Manti bench is up clapping and hollering there. Set piece opportunity. This is the kind of angle you can see the keeper. Maddie Barlow staring straight into the sun. Flip the ball to the back post if you want. You can go for goal. It's a sharp angle. Hard to see who that is in the shade over there. Might be Madison Cox. There's a ball sent in. Caught, fumbled, spilled, and in! And Carbon has the first goal. They take the lead. That ball right into the sun. It was spilled and opportunistically knocked into the back of the net. I think it was Kenzie Morgan. I think it's Kenzie Morgan who knocked that in.
The goal was scored by number 15, Kenzie Morgan.
Kenzie Morgan is officially credited with that, and Carbon leads Manti 1-0. Still a little more than a half hour to go. Kenzie Morgan punishing the mistake. Here comes Manti forward, looking for the equalizer. Carbon, the ball down that right channel. It's a long run for Naomi Smith, and she's not going to win that race. Leslie Morales takes it out wide, plays it out, gives up the throw in, and is now asking to be substituted for. She might be cramping up. She is hobbling. I don't think the Manti bench saw her signal. And there's a ball to Madeline Bridges. Bridges racing forward. Bridges trying to thread the needle there and find Chloe Olsen. Carbon dumps it back in, and here they come forward. This is 3v3. Oh, just a little bit of a touch there by Addie Lee, sends it out wide. And the throw into Carbon. Good step by Lee, can't completely clear it. Another big challenge in the box and a foul given this time. Yeah, and there's a cramp there. Stretch out her leg. Looks like Leslie Morales who's down now. Substitution coming on for her. Looks like Carly Rasmussen.
Now in for Manti, number 22, Carly Rasmussen. Replacing number 10, Leslie Morales.
Carly Rasmussen in for Morales, and we play on now. Less than half an hour to go. Carbon, here in the second half, has finally scored. Kenzie Morgan, the goal. Chloe Olsen, 1v2, battling. The ball comes through all the traffic. Cox will play it back. Taylor Johnson thumps it in, overhead, and out into the boards. Yep, took a deflection, so that is a Manti corner. And if it's hard to see because it feels like you're staring into the sun, that's because it's hard to see you're staring into the sun. Sun dropping behind that Southern goal now. Into the 6-yard box, bobbled, caught, held on to there by Carbon's goalkeeper, Maddie Barlow. Barlow, big hop towards midfield. Lee sends it out wide. Carbon, it might have been a handball. Naomi Smith couldn't see, she was staring right in the sun. There's no chance she saw that ball coming to her. Here's Manti, working their way forward again. Chedister sends it over towards Olsen. That ball will trickle out for a Carbon throw. Mickelson bumped off that ball. Here comes Carbon the other way. 1v2 though, Manti. Manti has done a great job of trapping Carbon in their own end and holding that ball, and it hasn't yielded a goal yet. They got 27 minutes plus a few seconds to find a way to make all this pressure pay off. Carbon's held up so far. Smith, the long ball over the top. And here's an opportunity. There's a shot, and the flag's up. Not sure it was offside. Might have been Pressett who sent the ball back over to Malia Smith for the shot. But one of those two was offside. The linesman on the near side with the flag up. I'm not sure if it was that ball or the pass before.
Robert, I think you're in better physical condition.
Manti's keeper, A.J. Robbins, coming up with a big save. Turns out it wasn't necessary, but Robbins has been good today. Beaten one time on a spilled ball with a shot that came right out of the sun. And that's the only goal in this one. Can Carbon make it stand up and ride it for another 26 and a half minutes all the way to the state final? Naomi Smith with the ball down the line. Malia Smith's pass in, sent back out. But her pressure earns a throw in. She signals to slow it down and let everybody catch their breath. Plus, we have a substitution.
Number 4,
Sarah Nelson re-enters the game. And Bailey Johnson comes off. So throw in into the area. Nelson sends it back out to the top of the 18. In traffic, cleared by Manti. Carly Rasmussen sending it across the sideline. Manti finally settles the bouncing ball on the turf. A lot of these teams used to turf. So many high school stadiums have turf fields now. There's only a few natural grass fields left. Really playing on this is, every turf field's a little different, but the real challenge will be for whoever advances to the final and plays on natural grass. So aren't that many high schools left playing on grass these days. 3 championship games at AFF tomorrow for 4A, 5A, and 6A. See them on KSLSports.com at 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. And then the 2A and 3A finals on Saturday. The 2A final at 11 a.m. and the 3A final at 2 p.m. matching Ogden and the winner of this game. And Carbon with the lead, 1-0. Less than 25 minutes to go in this one. Nelson dumps that ball in, top of the 18. And the only way to play it back to the keeper there was to put it on frame, and that is a risky decision. One that Carly Tanner decides is not a good decision, she'll clear it out and concede the corner rather than playing it back to her keeper and risking an own goal. You can play the ball back to your keeper, but it's best to play it on a diagonal path that takes it wide of the goal. So if anything goes wrong, it doesn't end up in the back of the net. Good corner right towards the penalty spot. 2 big hops over everybody. Nobody gets a piece of it, and Manti is going to send it upfield. Chittister towards midfield where Carbon will hold it in. Manti unable to completely clear the ball, and now they finally do. Mickelson across midfield. Mickelson racing forward. Mickelson probably needs a little support. 1v2. Tries to go central and is finally dispossessed. Cox chips it back in. Chittister. Back towards Cox. Cox can't bring it down, but ball comes out wide. Taylor Johnson the only one there. Johnson. All the way into the box to the keeper. Nelson fouled. And that'll give Carbon a chance to move everybody forward. Let the back line handle this. Ooh, might have wanted to play it up the line. Looked like there was some space up the near side of the field, but that works out. Coming out wide. Dewey will take the throw. Bridges, back to Dewey. Dewey to Chittister. Rasmussen out wide for Chittister. Carbon able to clear. And nobody up top for Carbon there. Manti will dump it right back in. Mickelson in midfield, held in again by Cox. Cox back to Tanner. Tanner down the right side. Right idea there as Chittister just tried to chest that ball and turn, but she can't. She's finally dispossessed. Here comes Carbon. Smith is making a run down the middle of the park. Someone's got to pick up the head and find her. She had a ton of space. Marked now near the penalty spot. Double substitution for both teams here. Bailey Johnson, Lydia Lancaster return for Carbon. Cox is out for Manti. Couldn't pick up all those subs all at once. We are halfway through the second half, 20 minutes to go. Carbon with the goal and the lead.
Carbon number 28, Bailey Johnson.
Here comes Manti racing forward. Dewey with the ball out wide onto her left foot, deflected. Carbon into possession, trying to clear it. Held in by Manti's Chrissy Jones. For Anderson. Anderson battling. Anderson. That's Chloe Olson, excuse me. Here we go. Carbon clears it, but again, held in. Chloe Olson. Olson drives the ball into the area. Nobody there for Manti. Players might be getting a little tired here after more than an hour. That looked like good service in, but no one able to get on the end of it. Bridges. For Strong. Strong has it poked away. Here's Bridges again. Bridges battling and losing the ball. Probably would have been helped by a little movement off the ball there. Here's Carbon waiting. They need to get some numbers forward. Morales with cramping up is back in and wins that race to the ball. Dewey charging forward. Dewey playing it behind Mickelson. Carbon clears it to midfield. Good combination play down the side. Morales and Bridges connecting, and then they lose it over the sideline. Lee Smith dumped that ball in, no one making a run, then has a long conversation with the coach. Amber Smith, one of the co-head coaches, along with Cynthia Lancaster. Carbon has beaten Manti 2-1 and 3-1. They lead 1-0 here. Can they shut them out for the first time and book their trip to the state title game Saturday at America First Field? Olson battling but can't win it, and here comes Carbon. Olson blocks that. Hattie Rasmussen comes in and wins the ball. Strong down the line, good ball. Connecting with Olson. Olson into the area, Olson to the ground. And no foul, just physical play. And the ball over the end line for a goal kick. Getting late here for Manti. They've still got about 16 minutes. Trying to find a goal. Morales for Manti. Morales needs some help. Plays it up the line for Dewey. Dewey loses it, goes and wins it back. To Strong. Strong. Ahead to Bridges, has a heavy touch, and she loses the ball. Rasmussen, who's been really good in the midfield, wins that ball back. For Olson. Olson charging forward. Olson trying to connect with Mickelson, and a shot! And another good save. Carbon goalkeeper Matty Barlow comes up big again.
Now on the pitch for Carbon.
Less than 15 minutes to go in the state semifinal. Ogden sailed through in their semifinal with a 7-1 win over Grantsville. They are into Saturday's title game, and they'll get the winner of this Manti Carbon game. Five championship games in the next 2 days at America First Field. This one will be the last of the 5 Saturday at 2 o'clock. Following the 2A final at 11 a.m. Saturday. Friday triple header for Class 4A, 5A, and 6A at 11 p.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. You can watch all 5 state championships on KSLSports.com. And you'll be able to watch Saturday's 2A and 3A games on Centricom and Team Hive, as well as KSLSports.com. All the playoff action in girls soccer, girls volleyball, and football brought to you by UCCU. Love where you bank. Our referee, Ryan Hoyt, starts the clock. Less than 15 minutes to go. Carbon with the ball and a 1-goal lead. They'd use an equalizer. This has been pretty nervy. Excuse me, not an equalizer, an insurance goal. Manti trying to tie this up 1-1. Simple possession is Carbon's friend at this point if they can string passes together. Or they can send in hopeful balls that almost find the target, and they do. Here's an opportunity for that second goal. Oh, and a good save. Again, rebound, and it's in. And Carbon doubles the lead. I think it was Blythe Bradford in there. It is hard to see the numbers with the sun sinking and the glare everywhere. I think they're going to give credit to Bradford for the goal. It is 2-0, Carbon.
Carbon was scored by number 9, Blythe Bradford.
It is indeed. Blythe Bradford has been given credit for the goal. And now Carbon has a little breathing room as they double lead on Manti. Manti had him pinned in deep for so much of the second half. Carbon able to turn away every challenge. Now they got a 2-goal lead with a little more than 13 minutes left in this state semifinal. Manti with the throw-in the attacking third. And that's a wasted opportunity that goes untouched across the line for a goal kick. Well done by Carbon, playing out of the back. Here is the ball up the left channel for Naomi Smith. Smith holding it up. And Manti sends it out for a throw-in. Sun is super low now, really blinding multiple players with arms up. Trying to see what's going on right in front of them. Carbon could do a lot worse now than throw in, switch the ball side to side, win another throw in. The clock keeps ticking. They got a 2-goal lead now. That ball takes a big hop into the area and is sent up into the netting. Really no need for that at this point. Granted, the third goal would be the dagger, but this 2-goal lead with about 11 and a half minutes to go feels pretty good for Carbon. Manti's got to regain that momentum they had in the first 10 to 15 minutes of this half, where the entire game was being played in their attacking third, and here they come forward. Dewey needs an overlapping run and some help. Dewey 1v2, doing well. Dewey service in, heavy deflection. Shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. Bridges wins it. Bridges shot and a goal! And Manti pulls one back, and there's still 11 minutes to go.
Templar goal.
Madeline Bridges makes it 2-1 and breathes life into Manti. Substitution for Manti. Mackenzie Chittister comes back on for Annalyn Dewey. So Manti right back in it.
The Templar goal.
September 9th, Carbon beat Manti 2-1. September 25th, Carbon beat Manti 3-1. And now it is 2-1 here in the state semifinal, the third matchup in October. Carbon, big switch, good idea, playing out of trouble, out of traffic. There's a ball forward for Naomi Smith. And Smith loses it to Carly Tanners, then wins it back. Going for goal, floating it up, tipped and caught. What a tremendous save. It looked like that ball might float in and just tuck itself right under the crossbar. Carbon so close to a third goal. And Manti's A.J. Robbins coming up big again. She has had a good game, despite the fact her team's down 2-1 here, with now less than 10 minutes left in this one. 70 minutes gone, less than 10 minutes to go. Manti looking for a way forward. Strong up the sideline, but Carbon dumps it right back in. Madison Cox. Good idea, but a good step right there. Carbon's back line. Staying on the front foot. That was Carbon's Lydia Lancaster who cleared it there. Manti back into possession. 9 minutes to go now for the Templars to find a second goal and force overtime. Mickelson sends it in centrally, but taken out wide by Emma Bowman, the senior defender. One clearance, blocked, a second deflected. Manti back into possession. A strong sends it up the line. And the foul given, and Carbon can waste a little. Oh, he's out of bounds for a throw? Yeah, it is. It's cleared out for a throw then. Substitution for Carbon. Elsie Morley coming on. Morley, a sophomore who started in this game. Sub back in. Josie Yates. Carbon with a throw-in up the line. Manti defending with numbers, wins that ball back. Good battle. Hattie Rasmussen playing it forward. Mickelson trying to connect with Chittister. And Carbon finally clears it over the top. Morales will wisely take this ball wide and able to turn upfield and gets clipped and fouled. And Manti will get a restart. Morales looks like she was cramping up early, but she's flying right now. There's a ball forward to Chittister, who bangs the diagonal ball into the box trying to find Chloe Olsen. But off her line, the Carbon goalkeeper, Maddie Barlow, picks that off. Here comes Manti again. Chittister to Mickelson, but defending with numbers. 3 black jerseys, only 1 white jersey. Carbon able to clear it briefly. Held in by Morales. She sends it back into the top of the 18. Olsen trying to bring it down, but loses the ball. Bridges there to win it back for Rasmussen, spinning away from pressure, maintaining possession. Carbon able to clear the ball. 6.5 minutes left in this state semifinal. Up to midfield, and a good read right there by Carly Tanner. She wins it back for Manti. Mackenzie Chittister threads it through, but Chloe Olsen can't get to it in time. Off her line all the way to the top of the 18. Barlow covers up. Carbon up 2-1. 6 minutes left now. And we got a foul. But a lot of those challenges today, a lot of bodies coming together. Clock running with 5:45 to go. Carbon will go ahead and put this in the mixer. Brought down at the top of the 18. Can Carbon hold it in? They can't until Morales clears it. Ball spinning, checks up. Wow, that could have been a foul, but it'll be a throw in. Aggressive challenge right there by Carbon's Kenzie Morgan, who scored the game's first goal. William Smith banging that up into the center circle. Manti trying to get their way forward, and a foul. Chloe Olsen's brought down. Manti able to steal 5 yards there. Mickelson plays the ball out wide, back centrally. Here they come flying forward. It's Hattie Rasmussen, finally dispossessed just outside the 18. There's a ball out wide and kept in by Chittister. Throwing for Carbon. Cox over to the far side. The sun finally dropping behind the mountains, and not a second too soon. Basically impossible to see for about 15-20 minutes, and probably contributed to the first goal. Kenzie Morgan scored after the goalkeeper spilled it. And a shot that came right out of the sun, looping in towards the goal. But the field now completely in shadows. 4 minutes left in this state semifinal. Or at least 4 minutes left in the second half. We'll see if Manti can get a goal and force overtime. Leslie Morales on the ball, looking for an opportunity to get into the area. Sends it in, cut back out. Sent back toward the penalty spot, brought down. No shot, cleared away. Good work by the back line for Carbon. They had to defend inside the 18 for a while there. And there's a ball mishit and cleared by Carbon. Now can they get the hold-up play? No. Addie Lee for Manti, winning the ball back. Excuse me, that was Jimenez for Manti winning the ball back. Well done by Jimenez. Brought down by Madeline Bridges. Bridges is going to go for goal, but under hit and an easy save Less than 3 minutes to go in the state semis. Ogden waiting for the winner. Saturday, America First Field, 2 p.m. Samaril's been really active in the second half. Brings it down. That's a good ball to Chittister. Continues to run. Gets it back. Sends one in towards the penalty spot. Takes a big hop. But cleared. Nobody there for Carbon. And Carbon will clear it out and give up the throw in. And we're going to have another substitution for Carbon. Tressett, the senior starter, comes back in off the bench. And will replace Naomi Smith. 2-1 Carbon. Clock stopped, 2:26 to go. They'll wind the clock. Here we go. Long throw in into the area. Sent right back out, sent back in, blocked. Sending it again, blocked. Right back out to Mackenzie Chittister again, blocked again. Chittister back on it, into the area, cleared. But to Madeline Bridges. Bridges just scored the goal just a few minutes ago. Lofts it in. There's a shot, and Manti's done it. It's 2-2 with 2:03 to go. I think it was Chloe Olson opportunistically pouncing on that ball and banging it into the back of the net. Chloe Olson credited with a second goal with 2:03 left in the second half. What a great game. That brought the students out of the fans across the far side of Zions Bank Stadium. Olson's goal with 2:03 to go. And we're tied 2-2. All right, is there a fifth goal, a game winner? This game was scoreless at halftime. Good work by Jimenez there. She ends up giving up the corner. Real battle down the far side of that 18-yard box. Less than a minute and a half to go here in the second half. Ball driven in low. Jimenez blocks it and clears it. Nobody up high to hold it in for Manti. Or to clear it for Manti, rather. Carbon will hold it in. Now pressure for Manti.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute left here. Rasmussen plays the ball up the far side. Olsen ahead to Bridges. Bridges up the channel into space, but nobody there for Manti. 45 seconds to go. Can Carbon search for it one more time? Madison Cox has that blocked, but in the center circle, it's brought down by Carly Tanner. Here's a ball over the top. Jimenez gets a foot on it, falls down on the ground, puts her left foot into it, pushes it away, enabling some of her teammates to recover. It's now 3v5. Carbon just didn't have the numbers. Good work by Jimenez on the ground to buy a little bit of time for teammates to get back. 10 seconds left. One last chance for Carbon to race forward.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Jimenez will bang it across midfield.
That is the end of regulation.
And regulation comes to a close.
It is
80 minutes of soccer in this state semifinal.
We will have a 5-minute intermission break.
Carbon and Manti
Preparatory to our first overtime period.
tied 2-2. They have earned a 5-minute break.
Be resolved with a golden goal.
And then we go to overtime.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centricom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centricom.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
At Security National Mortgage Company, we're proud to support all aspects of our community and enjoy being a part of its thriving spirit. We are your local mortgage company, providing a variety of loan options designed to get you to the closing table faster than other mortgage lenders. Security National Mortgage, your hometown lender and community partner.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
Everyone knows that having a good credit history makes it easier to save money and get approved for the things in life you need, like credit cards, auto loans, home loans, and a lot more. But here's the problem. Building your credit history takes time. That's why UCCU created Credit Builder, an innovative loan program designed to help you build your credit history and raise your credit score. Visit uccu.com to start building or rebuilding your credit today. UCCU. Love where you bank.
Here are your second half highlights. This state semifinal game was scoreless at halftime. Carbon with a couple of goals to take a 2-0 lead. Kenzie Morgan on the rebound off the spill. Blythe Bradford made it 2-0, 66th minute. It looked like Carbon was in great shape, but Manti scores twice in the last 12 minutes. First Madeline Bridges, then Chloe Olson. And so it's 2-2. Are we headed for penalties? Possibly. But first, 20 minutes of overtime, divided into two 10-minute halves. And it's golden goal. The next goal ends it.
Golden goal rule is in effect. Any goal ends the match. If it is not resolved by the end of the first 10-minute overtime, there will be a 2-minute break, followed by an additional 10-minute overtime.
You can hear the crowd getting an explanation on how this will work. We've just had a 5-minute break of the 10-minute half. If there's no goals, a 2-minute break, and another 10-minute half. And if we still don't have a goal and don't have a winner, then we go to penalties. Ogden won the first 3A semifinal, beating Grantsville 7-1. Now Carbon and Manti are tied 2-2. Heading in overtime. Golden goal rules. One moment of excellence ends this. Or one massive mistake, either way. One crazy hop, one fortunate bounce. It really could be anything. And I'm told that is the Manti football team across the way that has arrived late in this game and is now bouncing and yelling at midfield on the far side. Carbon and Manti tied 2-2. Into overtime we go. This game has been competitive right from the opening whistle. Both teams had a good opportunity in the first 2 minutes. Carbon had one 30 seconds in. So here we go to overtime with Manti. In the white shirts and the red shorts, pushing forward, looking for that golden goal that would end it. Into the area. And they'll leave it for the keeper. Matty Barlow for Carbon. One big hop towards the center circle. Popped in the air twice. Madison Cox for Madeline Bridges. Out to the far side for Chloe Olson. Scored the equalizer. Madeline Bridges sends it out wide. Carbon wins the ball. Going to try to hit on the counter. Jimenez has a good read on it and will play it out. Well done. Well done by Jimenez. And Carbon will push numbers forward. No reason to take the quick throw in here. Get more numbers forward. There's a ball whipped in, a miss hit on the clearance, but it trickles right to the goalkeeper. A.J. Robbins has it. Robbins has room up the left side. She's going to thump it down the middle, though. Cross midfield, a big turf hop. And Manti finally into possession. Olsen gives it up, gets it back. That ball escapes her. The sideline and out for a Manti throw-in. Olsen takes it quickly. Ahead to Taylor Mickelson. To the top of the 18 where it's cleared easily by Carbon. 2 minutes gone in overtime. 2 10-minute halves. Bridges has it poked away from behind. And here comes Carbon. That ball popping up. It's got a life of its own. And a Carbon throw. Substitution for Carbon. Naomi Smith back in to replace Chrissy Jones. Throw in toward Smith. Cleared out by Leslie Morales. Morales on the throw-in, chests it down, plays it ahead to Madeline Bridges. Bridges pass, picked off. Bridges tries to poke it away. Collected by Smith. Smith down the line for Maggie Truman. Truman tries to cut back. It bangs off her, heavy touch. She blocks that and it goes right to the keeper. The game remains physical. A lot of collisions, a lot of shoulder-to-shoulder challenges, and a lot of players hitting the turf here at Zions Bank Stadium. Overtime brought to you, as are all the state tournaments, by UCCU. Love where you bank. You're watching on KSLSports.com, as well as Centricom and Team Hive. Carbon to Manti, 2-2. First overtime, the foul given. 6.5 minutes to go in this first OT session. Manti was beaten in the 3A semis last year. Carbon knocked out in the quarters by the eventual champions from Morgan. One of these teams is about to suffer a bitter defeat, and the other is about to celebrate and advance to Saturday's title game at America First Field against the Ogden Tigers. The Ogden Tigers are the 1 seed in the 3A tournament. These are the 2 and 3 seeds. This tournament has gone as expected here in the later rounds. Here comes Manti forward. There's a ball in behind. Here's a good opportunity for Manti to win it. The shot over the bar. Mickelson in behind, couldn't keep it on frame. Substitution for Carbon. Chrissy Jones back in. They try to keep that midfield fresh. Haley Johnson off. And Taylor Mickelson may be a little gassed. Hands on knees. Now she'll go over and try to apply a little pressure, cut the field in half. Another challenge, another player down. Carbon maintaining possession. Best chance of overtime goes to Manti. Jimenez, great read, good clearance. She's been getting better as the game goes along. But here comes Carbon again. Oh, good ball into the middle of the park. And a good touch there. Carbon's Naomi Smith looked like she had an opportunity. Leslie Morales takes the ball wide. We've got a player down behind the play. Morales is disappointed. I think she thought she had a chance to go up the sideline. Thought the counter might be on. But we got a player down cramping, much as Morales was earlier, who seems to really shaking it off. Didn't know if she'd be able to continue. Looked like she was in a lot of pain. She went out for a while, but she's been back and has been playing well. She and Jimenez with multiple big plays to stop Carbon as they've surged forward looking for a third goal. Third goal looked like it might be a game winner. Now we know the third goal for either team would be a game winner. Substitution for substitution for Carbon. Andrea Swayze, the junior, back in.
Now in for the Dinos. Number 16, Andrea Swayze.
Can't see who's down, but whoever it is about to be subbed off in favor of Swayze. 5:15 on the clock left in this first overtime. Manti and Carbon looking for the golden goal that will win this game and advance them to the final. She's holding her left calf and holding that knee in the air. Still can't see her number. I think it's Malia Smith. Yeah, it is. It's Malia Smith who's being carried off, favoring that left calf or ankle or knee, whatever it is. All right, clock starts. Midway through this first overtime period, here comes Manti surging forward. Carbon able to break up that attack, send the ball into the center circle. And a miss hit. And Manti into possession. Hattie Rasmussen ahead. Cut out by Carbon. Rasmussen. Another shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. Wins it back. Battling on the sideline. Dispossessed. Carbon playing it up to midfield. Good hold-up play and a good turn there by Naomi Smith. She plays the ball forward. Here comes Carbon. Looking for the winner, an unmarked player on the back post. If they can get the ball through, deflected, and the shot popped up. A ton of spin, a ton of English off that deflection. And Naomi Smith couldn't settle it and couldn't put it on frame. A great opportunity for Carbon. Both teams now have had an opportunity to counter and win this game in overtime, and neither one has been able to find the back of the net. Neither shot on frame. So we continue on. 6 minutes gone, 4 left here in this first overtime. Manti clearing the ball across midfield, and Carbon will play out of the back here. Out wide to the left back. And good step. And a good read by Hattie Rasmussen to win the ball back for Manti. And then she is fouled. Hattie Rasmussen has been very active for Manti today. Made a lot of big plays in that midfield. Ball sent in on the restart to the top of the 18. Mickelson can't turn and get the shot off. Plays it out wide. Sent back in toward the spot. Cleared by Carbon. Held in by Madison Cox. Here's Bridges. Nope, Carbon's going to clear it. Morales brings it down. Manti having a good stretch of possession here. Chittister sends it in. Sent right back to her. Tries to get it through. It's deflected. And an opportunistic shot, but no real power on that. Mickelson sends it right to the goalkeeper, Maddie Barlow. Barlow sends it into the center circle. Manti back into possession. Going to play direct to Mickelson. Mickelson heads it up, then chests it down. In behind, here's another opportunity. Ball hit with a little too much pace, but off the keeper and in! And Manti has come from 2 goals down to win in overtime. 3-2. Madeline Bridges from a sharp angle, off the keeper and in. And Manti beats Carbon 3-2 in overtime. Manti's going to the state championship game Saturday at America First Field to face the Ogden Tigers. Take another look from a sharp angle, put it on frame, something good might happen, and it does. And Manti in real trouble, down 2 goals in the second half, scores twice in the last 12 minutes of regulation, scores the game-tying goal with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left, and then 7.5 minutes into overtime, the game winner, 3-2. Manti wins and advances to the state championship game, and Carbon absolutely crushed on the near sideline. So close to the state title game and a shot at the school's first state championship, and Manti comes back and wins in dramatic fashion. One more look at the game-winning sequence here. Well, we'll take a look at it in a second. Here it is. It is Chittister. Chittister down the left side. Mackenzie Chittister with the game winner. What a comeback from Manti.
Congratulate the Carbon Dinos for an outstanding soccer season and for qualifying for this year's semifinals. Congratulations to the Manti Templars, who now advance to the championship soccer match, which will be played at 2 p.m. Saturday, October 25th at America First Field in Sandy. They will play the Ogden Tigers. Championship soccer match, 3A girls.
So Manti,
2 p.m.
after losing 2 regular season matchups to Carbon and the region title to Carbon, gets their revenge in the state semifinals with a 3-2 win. Mackenzie Chittister from a sharp angle with a game winner in overtime. Well, thanks for joining us for a long day of soccer here at Zions Bank Stadium. 4 games, the 2A and 3A semifinals. Waterford opened up with a 4-0 win over Major Prep. American Heritage beat St. Joseph 2-1. Waterford and American Heritage will play Saturday morning, 11 a.m., America First Field in the 2A title game, and that'll be followed by Ogden and Manti, as Ogden beats Grantsville 7-1, and then Manti comes from behind to beat Carbon 3-2 in overtime. That'll do it. Thanks to UCCU for bringing you all the state playoff action here today from Zions Bank Stadium. You've been watching on KSLSports.com and Centricom and Team Hive. Tune in to KSL Sports tomorrow for 3 state championship games, Class 4A, 5A, and 6A. It'll be 1-seed Ridgeline and the 3-seed Snow Canyon at 11 a.m., followed by the 2-seed Olympus and the 8-seed Bountiful at 2 p.m. for the 5A title. And then the 6A championship game, number 1 Lone Peak and number 2 Syracuse meet for the 6A title Friday at 5 p.m. All 3 games on KSL Sports. Saturday at 2 and 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. You'll see the 2A and 3A title games here on KSLSports.com and Centricom and Team Hive. That'll do it again. Thanks to our sponsor, UCCU. I'm David James. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you for a championship triple header from America First Field tomorrow morning.